Hello and welcome to Dee Dee Blooms. This is my first video in quite a long time. I've taken some quick videos of blooms, but I still haven't posted them. This is an update on my Catasetum and Catasetum type orchids and where they're at here in the start of 2023. Last year, I really got a rhythm with posting my blooms. And then some life events happened. Some really good and some really sad. And so we all know life happens. And so that took me away a bit from posting to my channel regularly as I'd hoped to. And little by little, I've been getting my life back in order and getting back into trying to work on my channel and post the things I'm up to. I've continued to work on my collection quite a bit, but that's not ceased. I just had to do it in quick fashion and not able to film much or post anything, just not having time. So, but this video, again, I decided to quick pull together what I have for Catasetums. I have I think it's called More Modes. This is the Millennium Magic Witchcraft. I also have my very first, I call her my gal, and I'll post the full names of them because I'm not really good at remembering, but so I just got these three this last summer from Sunset Valley Orchids. So it's my first gal, my first Cloesia crossed with Catasetum, and then another type of hybrid. I'll have to look up what those mean, and I'll post here wording to explain a little bit more. But all of mine are in various sorts of going dormant. I'll start with these ones here that some of the leaves have started to go dormant, and they are the last blooms of this season. They're starting all to fade. They've been absolutely beautiful. Smell like candy, black licorice, spicy sweet. Very, very nice. These are both Catasetum crosses from Sunset Valley Orchids, and they've all kind of turned out very similar looking, and that yellow and then burgundy spots, different petal shapes and sizes. You can see that this flower is bigger than how this flower comes out, but these are all supposed to be more compact growing and more manageable. I don't have infinite grow space or a greenhouse, so this works out really nice for me. And you know, this year they matured for me. I got all of these the summer before, so the summer of 2021. And so they bloomed for me. Actually, not this one. This one is its first blooming. So this season, this one matured this one matured this one. The More Modes here matured this one, is about to lose this leaf. Back here, I've got another Catasetum hybrid. Oh, leaves are coming off. That one's finally leafless. This one, which one is this one? Grew and matured this one, kind of high up. And it bloomed for me real nice this year. Oh, I went right past it. So it's another SVO Catasetum cross. And so is this one, and you can see the spent bloom spikes. This one has lots of green left. I'm not sure why. I have not watered these in like a month, so I'm a little confused by how this one is now leafless and this one still is just lots of green, but I'm sure it will catch up. And then this one, another Catasetum cross, decided to grow and mature this pseudobulb, and it bloomed like, I think 3 times for me. And then it started putting out a new growth late in the season. So I've continued to give this one little bits of water, not full flushes, but just enough to keep this growth hopefully going. And I'm hoping I'm doing the right thing. So anyone with expertise on late growths on Catasetums and how best to support them, please chime in. So all of these are gonna be dormant, and I keep them in my northern window, and then they go outside when they start their new growths. They'll go outside for spring and summer into fall. But I bring them inside because it gets too cold at night. Anything below 50, I'm told, these guys do not like, and I have nights that get constantly into the 40s. And actually this week coming up, it'll get down into the 30s. So I'll have to try to protect some other orchids I've got out on my patio. But I do use I've gotten into the PET method. And that's where you, at the bottom, you have media that does not break down. So I have rocks, and I have bark, and I have moss up top. And the moss helps support the new growth and the new roots that start off. But of course, don't water when you get new roots until they're at least 4 to 6 inches long. So I wait till they're way down here, way down into this bark and getting down into the water well. So this method, I have 2 little holes drilled about 1 inch from the bottom, and I keep water in that reservoir at all times through the growing season. I do super flushes of water and then super flushes of fertilizer every time I water. And with this PET method, I have to water maybe twice a week in the hot summertime. It's really made it a lot easier when I first got all of these from Sunset Valley the summer of 2021, I was watering every other day and it was exhausting, but I had them all in these little pots. So when these guys start their new growth, I'm going to get them out of these pots before roots start, and I'm going to put them in this PET method. So they will upgrade, because I do not want to do that again. I don't want to go through watering every other day. And so yeah, neither one of these newer ones bloomed for me in the back here, but the gal did. And I'll try to find the picture and put it up. It was super, super cute. I'm so glad I got this one. Otherwise, everybody has bloomed for me that you've seen, except again, the 2 little ones, the 2 newer ones, and the Mormodes, the Millennium Magic Witchcraft. She has never bloomed for me. I got her as a little seedling, and I matured this one over the last year, and then this was this year's, like 2022 into 2023 season. So this was 21 to 22 I grew, and there's another little pseudobulb that's probably buried. So it came with 2 little pseudobulbs and a new growth. So this is as much as this one matured, and now this one's getting bigger. I'm hoping maybe next season I get some blooms. From what I understand, Mormodes are a little different. Sometimes they can still bloom around this time, but I really don't see a spike or anything. So, and then I do have a couple Cycnoides types. I didn't pull them out, but you know what? Let me do that real quick. Okay, I'm back with my 2 Cycnoides. I hope I'm saying that right. I don't really know. This is the first one I got, I'm going to say about 8 months ago. It's the Wine Delight. It puts out just amazing, beautiful burgundy flowers. I'll post a picture. This one did bloom for me. It got attacked by spider mites, and so a lot of the leaves have this chewed on. I had a spider mite problem this year, and it took out most of my Miltoniopsis seedlings and my a couple other types of orchids I have. I'm trying to think. Real grassy types. Just spider mites are really serious business. If you see them, you've got to get rid of them right away. Thankfully, this one has pulled through, and again, it gave me beautiful flowers. I've had it for about 8 months. I think I got it also from Sunset Valley Orchids. I'm pretty sure I did, even though it's not their normal tag, because sometimes their orchids come with these yellow tags. And then this one I also got from, I'm sorry, not Sunset Valley Orchids, Brookside. I believe this is the Signotes Wine Delight is from Brookside. And this is my newest one from Brookside, and it's Signotes Mass Confusion. And it's supposed to be this beautiful green. Oh, so, okay, I'm confusing myself. So this is a Signotes Wine Delight, and this is a Signotes. I'll have to look up the differences. I am still learning. I just saw the picture of the flowers, and I was like, I must have. It's going to be this beautiful green flower, and I might, I'm going to apologize again. I've got a brand new phone. The camera is a mystery to me, and I'm doing my best, but I think I have a flower spike right there. Anyone who knows Signotes, from the pictures I've seen, I think this is where they bloom from. I'll call this their hip area. I'm so used to flower spikes either emerging from like the base, like from my Catasetums here, from the base, or other types of orchids, you know, from a leaf juncture. But this one, I believe that is a flower spike that's trying. I really don't know if it's gonna succeed. It's kind of brownish. Let me try to get another view here. Again, I'm struggling with this camera, and I got a leaf in my face. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll have a video of some blooms for that, but I just love the growth pattern of these two. They're unique enough from the Catasetums, which I love, that they're pseudobulbs. I find them to be little pieces of chubby art. So, but yeah, I'm hoping to keep the Signotes Wine Delight going, get a new growth next year, have her bloom for me, try to keep away spider mites are the enemy. And so that's what's kind of newer going on here, an update, a seasonal update on Catasetum and Catasetum types. I've just been looking through all of them, seeing which ones I can get the leaves off of as they continue to go dormant. All of them are in different stages, and I treat them as such. So again, with the new little growth, I'm continuing to give a little water, maybe once a week, just a little bit, not much. I'm watching for any pseudobulbs to possibly shrivel for the ones that I've not given any water in a month. So even these ones with flowers, I've not been watering. And so far, there's no shriveling. Maybe this back bulb right here is a little shriveled, but this is still nice and plump. If I see severe shriveling anywhere, I will give a little drink. No severe shriveling allowed. I think they're all in pretty good shape, and been having fun with these guys the last couple years. So let me know how you guys are doing with any that you're growing. I'd love to hear more about it. And if you're wondering what's in the background right here, that is a Cymbidium that I'm going to repot. It's struggling a bit, but it's got a new growth starting up, so there is promise for the future. So I'm going to give it some good, fresh, new media, even though it's not the greatest time right now, but it's just, the media is pretty bad, so I'm just going for it. Hope you guys have been doing well. Hope 2023 treats all of you well. And if you've come back from watching my channel previously, thank you so much. If you're new, I'm really trying to start posting regularly, and thank you so much for joining me today.